Christwood here, October 18th, 2021, 7:50 p.m. No changes over the day. Still being numbed down to be dumbed down. I'm getting nothing but burning in my face and numbing in the back of my head and burning. It's completely numb. I feel absolutely nothing. I don't feel my thoughts. I'm having trouble thinking. And this is getting worse by the day. Every single day I'm going through the same fucking shit in hopes to numb me down, to dumb me down, to put me in a bubble so I'm not talking about the crimes that are taking place with me and by whom and why. Why I spoke of police crimes. Whom? O.p.p. Spencer Mills, O.p.p. Staff Sergeant, O.p.p. Chief now gone, O.p.p. Robert Kane, O.p.p. Robert Lucas, O.p.p. Shannon Quirk, co-worker O.p.p. in mental health Shelley Huffington, co-worker to her mental health worker Stacy, now Kingston, was Daily Tea Company, Lennox and Addington. They are human traffickers, they are drug traffickers, they are sex offenders, they are lobotomizing their victims. Doctors are involved, co-committers helping commit the crimes and covering them up. And then the criminals are criminalizing the victims. They're co-conspiring to have the victims charged to criminalize the victims for wanting help. I cannot go to a hospital. I cannot get medical help. I cannot get legal help. I am in a position where I am completely fucked, and this is because I spoke of police crimes. That is it. And me wanting to save my life and fighting against what has taken place with me and by whom. And not getting anywhere for over 2 years because it's by the cops using their badges, using their positions, using their credentials, using their lies, and because it's being done to the poor and homeless, elderly, disabled. We're the ones with not much, with no money, so it's hard to fight these lies that these pieces of shit criminals are committing on people. It's hard to fight them legally because they're the ones with the public money, with the 20 or 30 lawyers, and so on and so forth. So, in the meantime, my skull's being deformed. I'm being numbed down to be dumbed down. I'm a middle-aged man. I spoke up to do the right thing against police. My mother's been stalked. William Wooldridge thinks he's me, thinks that we were switched at birth. Believes that he is also Harry Potter. He was stalking my mother. He was calling her mom. He is guilty. They are guilty of homicide in the first degree with intent to commit. They are guilty of attempted homicide in the first degree, conspiracy with intent to commit, because this was all premeditated and planned by all the ones named since August of 2019. Lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals, of course, being surrounded with hands on guns to prevent William Wooldridge's arrest, their boss, their boyfriend, their lover, their co-offender, at 149 Center Street, North Napanee. He has a brindle and white bull mastiff dog. He is a drug dealer with and for drug cops who is his boyfriend and employee. He stalks your children for the chief now gone for pedophilia and human sex trade, slavery, trafficking to children and adults. He's a human trafficker with Spencer Mills and drug trafficker. He is a murderer with and for them. He is protected by face laughter, foot soldier Shannon Quirk. William Wooldridge is the one that gives the orders to these cops and doctors and others. He is untouchable. He's unarrestable. I will not be proven wrong. My skull's being deformed, my head's being deformed, my brain's being burned out of my head. I'm a middle-aged man and I cannot do anything about it because it's being done to me by O.p.p. Here in Napanee, Lennox and Addington, Ontario. You speak police crimes, you will fucking pay, and your parents will be murdered. If you have children, they just might be stolen and sold or fucked. And that is no joke. As you can see, the back of my head is getting flatter while the front of my head is being pushed out my face. This has been going on since 2019. No neurological problems, no other problems, and this is being done to me by these pieces of shit, and it's being done to me from tech. William Aldridge is an inmate escapee or an early release. He's a meth-fed little piece of shit. He's untouchable. He's unarrestable. Of course, because that also protects them as well, the cops and doctors involved. Stealing my identity while he's sitting back to keep him free, and that's what this is about, putting his prisoner tracking onto me for stalking, for framing, kidnapping me, stealing my blood and piss. Now you have my signature for forgery as well. You're going to have my prints for other framing and whatever else you want to do against me. And it's not above or below the ones named. You've already proven you don't have a conscience, you don't have a soul. You became cops to commit homicides, to commit sex assaults, to lobotomize, to lie, to torture, and to get away with it through your badge positions, your gun, and everything else in your immunity. But you're fucking everybody else. Christ would love all, hate none. This is pretty much done. I have no feeling in my head or my face, and this can all be proven medically, but if I can't get help. And this is all from Spencer Mills, from O.p.p, and the rest of the fucking cops named, who are terrorists. Nothing more than fucking terrorist hate criminals. And they will be looking for revenge against me in retaliation for doing this, and that is a given. They have no problem stalking. They have no problem doing everything they can do to try to get out of me talking about this and to prevent lawsuits and arrests on them. And also being found out for being the fucking dirty felon criminals that they are, hiding behind their badges, Wooldridge doctors, and everybody else, to get away with the crimes. Cops are not heroes, and this has nothing to do with hate. I don't hate cops. This has to do with criminals being cops and using that to their advantage to commit crimes, as well as doctors, homicides even, sex assaults, deforming, stealing identities, using tech, illegal surveillance, kidnapping, and other crimes. Christ would love all, hate none. I am how people are disappearing. I am how people are being human trafficked and murdered, and it's being done through the cops, through the ones named right here in Napanee, Lennox, and Addington, Ontario. And they are very successful at it. I bet they've murdered many, they've probably human trafficked many, and they're all getting away with it because of who it is and how it's being done and whom. Christ would love all, hate none.